So I let me give you my experience. I'm sure you have many more experiences. In my experience, till certain age, I used to think whatever I used to think, it used to happen. So my
Okay.
confidence was sky high. Okay, I can do anything. I know. For me, being positive, never used to think even like certain things that are possible, because I felt if I think in that way, my actions will go in that way too. So I used to think only the positive side. But a big blow happened, and that opened my eyes. It was like, wow, so this is life. That was my first instance when that happened. Since then, as you say, we need to have plan A, B, C. So we have to be prepared. So this is what I feel. Work for your best, but prepare for the worst.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
how
And
one should take life as.
have an accepting mindset,
Yeah.
accepting people, accepting, whatever happens. That uh, that's what I have learned in life. Though one way I've been lucky that I've always had good people with me who have,
Okay.
like who have been my guru, guide, whatever you call. In every phase of my life, I have had that, the companionship of good people who have
Right.
literally, like even their hand and, you know, when I was down, they literally, that way I'm lucky.
Okay. Yeah, I think let's move on to the next topic. So, you already learned English from childhood and you had an environment, but after your schooling and all, I'm sure the pronunciation, the way you are talking now, it's not the same like before. It's much better now. But what did you do after that? How did you enhance your skills, English speaking skills?
Maybe because I worked in a corporate world, that would have
Okay.
had its impact. Yeah.
That's
Now that
right.
you're asking me this question, I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
So
No.
I think that this must be the reason for it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know. So the thing is like, especially the work environment, that gives a whole lot of experience.
Yeah.
Whatever we studied in school is one level, school, college, university, but once we join workplace, that teaches more.
But written part came from school because I was interested in writing. So that
Yes.
came from school. But as you said, speaking part and then improving the fluency, that I think that happened without my knowledge. I didn't do it deliberately, it just happened.
Right. So let me tell you my experience. So initially, when I used to go into the meeting rooms, and they ask for update, or something, we discuss about a project. So initially, I used to get so tensed. It's not that I didn't know, but whether I'm speaking right or not, I think maybe it's not because of the language, it's the talking in front of many people. That's how it used to be, where I used to get tensed. Even if I have to speak for 1 minute, I have to think what I'm going to speak before. But over a period of time, after like working like several years and talking in meetings, and now I don't have that hesitation. Even if I have to speak in front of like 100 people, I can speak. And that's how I feel work experience gives more opportunity to
But
learn and
suddenly,
improve.
how did you stop? What triggered that
Like,
confidence and that?
you mean like, how I
Like, how
start
did you
that?
stop feeling? Yeah, how did you stop feeling that nervousness?
So what I used to do is like, I used to practice on my own at home. So let's say I'm giving a presentation, let's say I'm talking in a meeting, like what I'm going to do. So I used to practice before what I'm going to say, and later on, I had to stop. Even that I didn't have to do anymore in the meetings itself. I started, getting practice. For example, especially when we meet with multinational, sorry,
Ah,
uh, other people from foreign nations who speak only
correct,
English, the ease
correct,
comes out automatically.
correct, correct.
So the more I speak to them, and not just that, I used to watch lots of English movies. Like I used to watch a English movie every day in the Star Movies or HBO, which used to come at 9 o'clock.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
but even then, the fear of getting nervousness, all these things went past when I practiced on my own, and interacting with non-English, sorry, non-Indians. with them, in not just in the meetings, like other times. That's how I picked up. Like for example, when we go to them for having a tea or a coffee or just snack, or if we engage in some sports or some activity, that kind of helped to ease my nerves.
And I think it also comes from, for me, it mainly it came from my boss who made me comfortable.
Okay.
He gave me opportunities. He made me comfortable when we used to go and present. He used to present and he'll tell me that be prepared. In between, I'll let you because I have done the field work for it. So it was actually basically my child. I went, interviewed people, and then wrote down the research presentation, everything. So he'll tell me that suddenly he'll tell that now she will do it. And he gave me that confidence that nothing is going to happen. Do I am there to back you up. There is
Yeah.
nothing like if you stumble or something that nothing is going to happen. Not that tomorrow, no, our company is going to be closed. Don't worry. So
Okay.
that gave me that confidence, maybe.
Yeah, I think yeah, we need people like that who encourage us, who push us. So off
Such a
late,
small thing. Like,
yeah,
sorry to interrupt you.
no
Like,
problem.
he will never, when we are going out for a meeting, he will never say that she works for me. He'll say she's my colleague. It's such a simple thing. But then it does, like it boosts your confidence so much. He will never tell that I am her boss, she's my, like she's my junior. He'll say we are colleagues. So
That's how
from
it
maybe
should
from
be.
that I got it. Yeah, yeah.
So off late, what I have been doing is like, I'm doing things whatever is making me uncomfortable. Whatever made me uncomfortable before, I started doing that. So one such example is starting a YouTube channel. Till then, I used to feel, oh, should I go live? Should I go online or not? All these hesitations. So I was uncomfortable. I had NetLearn channel where I was doing cartoons. I don't come there, right? It's a cartoon which is happening. They are talking among themselves. I don't come online. So I saw some channels where people are like interacting. I felt, why not I do? I was uncomfortable, very uncomfortable going in front of the camera, talking to people. But
Yeah.
once I overcame that, I felt, what's the big deal in that?
Yeah, true. But then why did you feel uncomfortable? Did you have any kind of complex?
No, I felt, oh, will people see me or not? Or am I talking in a nice way that people will like? Because people whom we know, like the friends, family, or the people at the work is different. But whereas, like, you meet some strangers, of course, they are strangers until you talk to them. After that, they are no more strangers. But I had this, oh, will I talk in a nice way that people may like me? Or will people watch my videos if they are all these questions. So I overcame that.
Actually, my mother, she's no more now, of course, but my mother was my, guru of my life. I call her my Chanakya. She was my Chanakya. She told me that at a very young age, she told me that looks, color, nothing matters because this is not that you chose. This
Yes.
you were born with. But what you are and what you become is something that you choose. So make yourself worthy
Thank you.
that people come to you. So that has been my guru mantra since I don't know when. So now it just doesn't bother me. Like it doesn't affect me at all because I know that what I am and who I am.
Yes.
So sooner or later you will realize.
Yes.
If you come to me, fine. If you don't come to me, fine. I'm not, no, no, it's not the end of the world for me. There are other pastures. So that's how I take it. That was inculcated at a very, very, very young age. And it was my mother's guru mantra. So,
That's very good to know.
yeah,
Yeah, I think
I just wanted to share it with you.
yeah, that's very insightful for me to learn. So that was the hurdle I overcame, and I started and tried meeting people around. I have to put effort in trying to meet people. It's not that easy, right? So yeah, I felt happy when you sent an email to me. I responded to you right away as soon as I saw.
I saw your
Yes.
conversation. I liked it.
Oh, you liked it. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah. That's why, and I hadn't seen any of your videos earlier. That was
Okay.
the time I saw with Manju ma'am.
So
Drama with
yeah, I just have like four channels. That is English with Kishore. Sorry, four videos so far. So I just started it like 10 days back or 6 days back. So slowly getting into it, so it's growing slowly. But for me, more than anything else, it's like getting an opportunity to meet people, wonderful people like you, get some knowledge, experience, and lots of things. I would like to share my own perspective as well.
Are you an introvert or were you an introvert?
I was very shy. I was shy. So for me, more than the language, it's the shyness. Like,
But
since
these are the
childhood.
barriers. Generally, these are the barriers.
Yeah, so I was shy, but now people surprise when I talk because I talk nonstop. Sometimes people think I'm a quiet guy, but when they come to me and talk to me, I talk like hours and hours. Like, so I was shy guy, so I never used to speak so much. I used to keep it to myself. So that was bad. That's the reason why you said why I hesitated. It's not with the looks or anything. It's just a shyness that. So I overcame that.
I was
So
an introvert.
okay, you don't look like an introvert now.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
When you work on yourself, things happen.
that's
We
true.
have to be patient.
Yeah, so from being a shy guy to kind of like don't care or okay, let me come out, let me burst the bubble and be what and do whatever I want to do. That's the attitude I have right now.
But good that you were able to identify your fault and come out of it. That's such a
Yes,
nice thing. Sometimes it doesn't happen that way, no? That we are able to identify our faults and, and take the effort and come out of it on our own. Sometimes we need help.
that's true. So I remember, like, since you mentioned that part, so whenever I used to attend weddings or receptions and all those things in India, it's a big thing, right? So I used to have this hesitation to start a conversation with people. Maybe at that time I didn't have much knowledge, or I didn't know what to talk. Some most of them are elders or all those. I didn't know what to talk. Uh, but from there now, I can start a conversation with anyone since I like so many things. I like spirituality. I like politics. I like geopolitics. I like sports. I like movies and so many cultures that maybe I gained so much so far. They have so many things to talk about.
I think when this happens, we automatically start gaining knowledge and reading and trying to accumulate many more things. This happens. I have noticed this happens with many of the people who are introverts or who hesitate or who
Yeah.
feel that they cannot including me, they cannot start a conversation. I was also the same boat.
Okay. Yeah, it's a different thing now, and I think I had a lovely conversation with you. I totally enjoyed it.
Same
I
here. Same here.
thank
Same
you
here.
so much again for reaching out to me. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And all the very best.